I was having computer difficulties, but I'm here now. And I'm so excited that you guys could join us for our first Cocktails and Conversation. And we don't want to take too much of your time. I just want to kind of give you guys an update on, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Carly, sorry, Development Director here at Girls Inc. I joined Girls Inc. at the end of January, and I am loving my time here. Unfortunately, that is happening during this time. It's allowed us to pivot and to find new ways to reach out to girls in our community. And we're just going to run through what we've been doing, where we're going, and just talk a little bit about our programs. And then we'll have time for questions at the end. That's me. And that's my kiddos. I have two little kiddos here in town that go to Catalino, and the other one's at. And I'm going to introduce Jamie, our Executive Director, and she's just going to talk to you guys about what we've been up to.
Did we lose her?
Did you lose me?
Yeah, okay. Now I can hear you.
Oh, did you hear everything I said?
Until we lost you.
Well, I just want to thank you guys for being here with us tonight. I'm so proud to share that our team really stepped up to the challenge brought on by COVID. They immediately transitioned to a remote working environment and spent hours reaching out to our families in innovative ways to make sure our girls' needs were being met. So we're going to pull up a slide where you can see that we have so much to celebrate. Our staff became YouTube gurus and social media stars. They worked on implementing systems to strengthen our organization for our reopening to make sure to provide opportunities for our girls to connect virtually and provide as much of the girls' experience as possible. In addition to all of the response services you see listed on the screen, over 200 wellness calls were made, cards were sent to girls for their birthdays and for graduations, resources lists were compiled for families and distributed, and countless hours of webinars and trainings were completed by all of our staff. We are fortunate to have an amazing team, and we continue to fully employ them, and they continue to step up every day for our girls. Facilitators took girls on virtual tours of the White House, museums and aquariums, and brought in virtual guest speakers. They provided opportunities for them to play games with peers, to connect over struggles, and to practice self-care. I have the pleasure of introducing two of our dynamic leadership team staff, our outreach program manager, Kenya Rodriguez, and Gloria Flores is our campus-based program manager. Kenya is now going to jump in and share with you some program updates on our 5-year college-bound program, Eureka, and how she pivoted to serve teams during the pandemic, why advocacy plays an important role in our mission. So Kenya, I'll turn it over to you.
Hi, everyone.
You go.
So in these last couple of months, as we started dealing with the pandemic, our youth were some of the people who were faced the hardest. Their sense of normalcy, their schedules, their senior years were just, taken away from them. And so Girls Inc. stepped in by creating and continuing that connection that we have with our girls. So like Jamie mentioned, we hosted workshops, we served as mentors and as mirrors where girls could, go and talk to someone if they were dealing with issues at home with mental health, or if they just needed a little bit of motivation to get their homework done. And so we have finished the school year, and all of our girls have continued on into the summer portion of the Eureka program, which we will be starting just this next week. And this month, we welcomed 18 rising 8th grade girls into our 9th Eureka cohort. So since 2012, the Eureka program has served over 115 girls and young women who have gone through and completed this program or are in the process of completing it. 42 of these young women have gone on to graduate high school, attend higher education, have had opportunities to travel abroad, gain distinguished internships, and have created a path for many other girls to follow. In the next year or so, we are so excited because we will be hearing from our first cohort to graduate college or to finish their last year in college. Once these girls leave the Girls in Campus, we know that these young women will be the strong, smart, and bold leaders this world needs. We know that she will have life skills, strength, and perseverance to accomplish their goals and vision. And this is what distinguishes Girls Inc. girls in the community. They are fearless leaders, outspoken, bold advocates. Girls Inc. girls gain the confidence and skills needed to advocate for issues that they are passionate about. We as an organization are committed to advancing the rights and opportunities of girls and young women with a particular focus on the needs of girls from low-income communities and girls who face multiple intersectional challenges. Informed by the voices of girls themselves, we advocate to break through the barriers girls face and reform systems that impede their success. At Girls Inc., we have a girl-centered approach to advocacy. We center our advocacy on the lived experiences of girls. We believe in the power of girls' voices because we believe all girls have the capacity to be effective advocates. We aim to empower girls with the tools necessary to be change agents in their communities and beyond, and for them to develop into civically engaged individuals. We know we won't have to wait until they're older to make a difference. Just in these past few weeks, Girls Inc. girls have stepped up as leaders in the Carpinteria community. Our girls hit the streets in support of Black Lives Matter, and 3 girls in the Eureka program organized the CARP for Black Lives Matter Solidarity Rally at a moment when the larger community stayed silent. These same girls have also spoken at the Carpinteria Unified School District Board meeting. They spoke and advocated for racial injustice and equity in the education system. Alitza Gonzalez, a recent Eureka program graduate, shared, "Girls Inc. has definitely prepared me to use my voice and be heard. I feel that everything I've learned has allowed me to want to lead and want to speak out against social injustice. I want to stand united with everyone and let everyone know that their fight is my fight as well. We stand in solidarity and we must work together to fix the injustices that are still occurring in the world. And stand in solidarity we must. We know the world needs strong, smart, and bold women. And in order for us to inspire the next generation of leaders, girls need mentors, resources, and supporters. So please consider the way in which you can contribute to our future by helping the girls of today. The Eureka program and Girls Inc. will continue to serve as a springboard for these young women, and we will need you to be there in this fight with them, to support them, to cheer them on, and to continue investing in these girls' futures and in our programs. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kenya. Now we're going to hear from Gloria, and she's going to talk to us about our campus-based programs.
Where is she?
Hi everyone, my name is Gloria Flores, and like Carly said, I am the campus-based programs manager. I'm currently working on overseeing the Girls Inc. reopening and summer day camp. As all of you know, we were closed for about 12 weeks, and a lot of that time we spent thinking and talking about what a reopening would look like. And now we're finally here. As of June 1st, we reopened the center to our first group of girls. Week 1, we had, I believe, 6 kindergartners that joined us for our very first week. And every week we keep adding more girls to that. We are all so excited to be back on campus and working with the girls. We missed them so much during the time that we were closed. Now that we are back and working on campus and with the girls, we have implemented a lot of safety precautions to make sure that we are taking good care of the health and well-being of our girls and staff. And so that took a lot of thinking and planning with Jamie and the rest of the staff to make sure that we were all on board to this new normal. So staff is now wearing masks along with any visitor that comes on campus. We had to modify how we do drop-off and pickups at the end of the day, along with rethinking what our classroom space would look like. We had to reconfigure our desks to make sure that we are allowing for 6 feet of physical distancing, along with even tearing down a wall in between 2 classrooms to make that classroom big enough to accommodate for a group of 10 girls. We are also very committed to a lot of cleaning. So we have a staff member that spends a lot of her time just sanitizing and making sure that common use areas and supplies by girls are kept clean the entire day. So though some of our practices do look a lot different, and this summer camp will look completely different from camps that we've had in the past, our team is committed to continue to deliver the high quality Girls Inc. experience that the girls and families are used to. Our facilitators have been busy thinking outside the box and planning for fun and interactive activities for the girls, so they have a meaningful experience while they're with us every day. So there's a lot of water days on the schedule, bike days, and a couple of virtual field trips, along with a ballet class that will start in a couple of weeks. But really what's most important is that we are there for the girls. This has been a difficult situation for all of us as adults, and especially for the girls. We can only imagine that it was equally scary for them. And so for us, we want to reinforce those mentoring relationships that we were working on during the school year, and making sure that we continue to show the girls that we are here for them and that they are our main priority while they are with us. So today on campus, we are serving 12 girls. And like I said, more keep adding every week. Next week, we'll be serving 19. We are planning to move into full day programming starting June 29th. So our girls will be with us from 8 to 5. And then we just hope that the summer continues to grow, and that we continue to have girls on campus and facilitators continue to come up with these fun outside the box activities. And so far from what I've heard from staff is they have a lot of great ideas, and it looks like we have a really busy summer ahead of us, and we're all really excited. Yeah, so that's all I have. Thank you.
Thanks, Gloria. So we have 2 of our Girls Inc. girls on this call with us right now. We're still waiting for Jackie to show up, but Laura Flores is here, and she is going to be telling you a little bit about her Girls Inc. experience and what Girls Inc. programs have meant for her.
Hi everyone, I'm Laura. I am going to be a senior this year at Carp High. And so before Girls Inc., I was on the path to conform to the limited expectations our society has for girls. Trying new challenging opportunities was not something I was really willing to do at the risk of failing. Speaking up was the scariest thing that anybody could ask of me. I was unsure of myself as a young girl. But everything changed when the power of Girls Inc. programming, environment, and staff helped me challenge stereotypes, find my voice, and gain confidence. I have been a member of Girls Inc. of Carpinteria for the past 5 years and have participated in countless programs like Eureka, Informed and in Charge, and the After School Teen Center. At Girls Inc., I was welcomed into a safe and girls-only environment. The unique environment helped me feel more open to sharing personal experiences and opinions that I would not have felt comfortable to share elsewhere. I felt safe enough to answer questions, raise my hand, and volunteer for demonstrations. Girls Inc. became my practice field for courageous, bold moments. I was shown that it was perfectly acceptable and praiseworthy for girls to speak up. Girls Inc. let me know that I have a voice and that I can use it boldly. Since the beginning of my time at Girls Inc., the staff has been welcoming, responsible individuals who have cared for me. The people at Girls Inc. have been role models who ask me to challenge myself, to step out of my comfort zone and try new things. Girls Inc. has been the foundation for my confidence and encouraged me to be strong, smart, and bold girl that I am and will continue to be. Girls Inc. gave me the tools that I need to be confident, helped me discover my voice, uncover my beauty, and gave me the skills necessary to be a leader. Now that I have discovered my voice, I will continue to overcome the barriers set in front of me and challenge the limits set by others because of my gender. Without Girls Inc., I would have never learned my true full potential that has allowed me to become the leader, student, and community member that I am today.
Thank you, Laura. Okay, so up next we have Jackie Santana, and Jackie is a student at the Howard School, and she is going into 8th grade, and she has been with Girls Inc. for a very long time, since she was in elementary school.
Okay. My name is Jacqueline. I am in 8th grade, and I am attending the Howard School. Girls Inc. gave us the opportunity to talk to Girls Inc. instructors about any challenges we faced with homework or if we had any questions about COVID-19. We were able to communicate with Girls Inc. instructors about how we were feeling during this new quarantine environment, and they helped us by making sure we were adjusting to the new practice of social distancing. Girls Inc. helped us stay active and healthy by exercising with us and informing how to stay physically healthy during quarantine. When I mentioned that I have been eating unhealthy foods, the Girls Inc. instructors let me know that food is not necessarily healthy or unhealthy. She emphasized that we should never limit food that makes us happy. But if a particular food does not make you feel physically well after eating it, maybe you should limit it. That made me stop thinking about the calories in the food that I eat. The workshops begin with talking about our day and asking any questions we have. My favorite activity from the workshop was learning about women leaders that have made a meaningful impact on our world, such as Kara Walker, a famous artist who used her iconic silhouette figures to display the raw intersection of race, especially slavery, gender, and sexuality. After learning about many different famous women artists, we made our own unique art similar to their abstract and contemporary art pieces. During these workshops, I practiced my communication skills and expressed myself through the Zoom conversations. Girls Inc. is a safe gathering place for girls to learn and share. Girls Inc. educate girls to have self-confidence and to be independent. Girls Inc. has helped me realize that we are not alone during this quarantine. I am glad that Girls Inc. was able to still teach us using Zoom and their workshops. I have learned a lot with Girls Inc. Strong, smart, and bold is what we say. Thank you, Girls Inc., for your continuous assistance in educational workshops through these difficult times of COVID-19.
Thank you both, Laura and Jackie, for sharing a little glimpse into your Girls Inc. experience with us. Always makes me so happy to hear that the work that our staff are doing are making such a big impact. So just to kind of end things quickly here for you guys, we just wanted to bring you all together, kind of have an informal precursor to what Bloom might possibly look like as we look into the future and our event planning for the fall. COVID-19 was a struggle for us financially, and we're just so thankful for your continued support and really stepping up and stepping in to help through these tough times. The future is completely uncertain. Our board has a big discussion coming up on Monday in regards to what the fall potentially could look like. But I can guarantee you that we are here for the community, we are here for the girls, we are here for our family in whatever capacity that looks like. So we are not just an after-school program, we are an out-of-school program. And we commit to keeping and making sure our girls are going to be strong, smart, and bold in the future. So we wanted to open it up to see if there's any questions about any policies that we're doing, anything that we're looking towards for the future, or just any general comments.
Can I just jump in? Okay. So I guess I would be qualified to say I am an essential worker. I'm a teacher, and I had a little bit of flexibility at the end of the school year because there wasn't a lot of expectation set up with how to run the classroom and how to do things. And so a lot of the stuff I was able to do was to do my homeschooling with Lily in the mornings and then jump on and post my assignments in the afternoon. But I'm pretty certain that that's not going to be what it looks like next year. And I'm wondering, as an essential worker, what services will be possibly available to support Lily as she goes back to school. And we're trying to navigate what's looking to be a hybrid model of education where some of it's done at home and some of it's done in the classroom.
Amy, you're muted. You're muted.
There, now can you hear me? Okay, so that is something that we're looking at. We're looking at 3 potential scenarios for the fall in conjunction with the school district. And again, I'm not sure what that looks like. Ultimately, there are going to be some tough decisions that our board members, and a lot of them are on this call, will have to make. But I can commit to you that we are making sure that our mission is put forward and that we are thinking about situations like yours and so many others in our community where we need to figure out a way to serve our families. And so we will make that happen. I just don't know what it will look like. And hopefully we'll be able to focus on that we are an out-of-school program and not just an after-school program.
Jamie, I just have a quick question. It's Katie. What's something you need the most? Like what is really something that the staff feels would help to make this more successful in this time? What is something that you need the most right now to be successful with all of the unknowns?
$1 million would always help. That would get us a long way, at least through the next couple of years, which would be great. So if anybody just has that in your back pocket. But in all seriousness, I think just support, community support goes a long way, and being advocates for us in the community. I know Peter's been on a couple of funds calls with me, and just really advocating for our programming and that we make a difference. Because funding is tight, foundations are tightening their belts, individuals are tightening the belts with their uncertainty over the next year. So the more that we stay at the forefront of our donors' minds, so that when things start picking up again and they have a little wiggle room to give more, they think of us first and the impact we make is the biggest thing. So a short answer to your question, Katie, is just continuing to be advocates for our program.
Well, with those two speaking on your behalf, you've definitely got a great team, right? A great proof of worthy advocacy.
Okay, if nobody else has any more questions, we just want to take a moment to just say thank you so much for joining us. This is our first time doing a virtual event, and we love seeing everyone's faces, and hearing from the girls always is so powerful. So thank you for coming. Cheers.
Thank you.
And we just thank you again for continuing to support Girls Inc. And we hope you guys have a lovely evening. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Great presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job, girls.